God bless everyone. So when we look for happiness, the feeling comes from within inside of us. Most people want to get their validation from the outside. They want someone to give them happiness. Hello, Philip Hyde. Hello, Kenzo. I want to interview you at some point in time. Yeah. Well, you can email me or leave a comment in one of my videos. So, we always are looking externally for a problem. We want to judge something. We want to compare it. This is just an infestation of your mind. It's a false reality because inside is how you feel about everything. So if you feel happiness, you feel it from inside. Even if someone gives you happiness, it still generates from the inside. Fear only scares you when you have a thought about fear. So people are identifying with their thoughts and everything outside of them. But the true identity, that this is just a game, these are the misconceptions. If anyone in here wants to tell me a thought that they've had yesterday, a thought that they've had today, we can decipher it right now. So, what keeps us alive is right here. It doesn't matter if we have jewelry, doesn't matter if we have a watch, doesn't matter if we're in a war, if we have family, a girlfriend, a house. Even Eckhart Tolle sat on a bench for 2 years doing nothing because the real happiness, the everlasting happiness that you're searching for, is very simple. It's right inside of you. You're always running around like a chicken with its head cut off. You're rapidly thinking. You're never taking a moment with yourself and seeing what's going on internally. My email, it doesn't let me type, but my email is BREN DAN 89 89 0 at yahoo.com. It's on some of my videos in the description. So Eckhart Tolle's teaching, everybody has a unique way of explaining, but Eckhart Tolle's teaching is the same as any religion, the Bible, the Bhagavad Gita in India, the Ashtids, Tao, Buddhism, even mythology. Confucius. All these are just different words, different names. They all mean the same thing, which is just when you meditate, it means to look inside of you and find love and divinity. Does that make sense? If anyone has any questions, you can post them down below. So, all spiritual things mean the same thing. All religions just mean to find the love inside of you, people that have a lot of masculinity, such as being a barbarian, it's hard for them to find love that radiates from inside because they think love is some soft or weak feeling. But love is the strongest, most exhilarating feeling. Nothing feels better than love. Have we felt love? Have we felt love before? The reason why you don't feel love is because there's resistance. So if you create some struggle, this is why people say let go. But if you create struggle and you have tension like this, then you'll never have love. God is all encompassing. He is free. So free that he gave you life and that he's everywhere. He's so open. He doesn't have stress. He doesn't complain. He gives you free will. He has no tension. So, to really meet him and become him, we have to have no stress to feel him. The kingdom of God, I'll answer you in 1 second, Lego. They won't let you in. God will not let you in until you give it all up. The stress, the tension, the thoughts. You have to let all that go. To feel his love, you have to feel it too. How can you be angry and feel love at the same time? Can you be angry and feel love at the same time? No, you can't. What's going on, Lego? I don't know. He's just saying belated birthday. My birthday was October 15th. So to feel free, what you long for, what you long for, everybody longs for something, is because we have separated from our peace, from God. This is why we feel unsettled. We always want more. More, more, more. Because once we feel this inside of us, which is just God equates to love, you don't have to believe in the word God because it's a misleading word. If I told you to identify God, it doesn't make sense. So everybody's just throwing puke in your face. Are you going to sleep, Lego? You can feel this right inside of you. And anyone's welcome to ask any questions. But what God really is, what no one's telling you, it's more so the feeling of love. It's not necessarily God, because that wouldn't make sense if you told me that. It's a feeling of liveliness. It's generating right now inside of you. There are many techniques to get to this, but the only way to experience it is to stop your thinking. Because then God doesn't think. So you merge with the non thinking entity, because that's what he is. It's an entity. And you merge with him. You become, this is what people say when, oh, you become one. Them fools don't know what they're talking about. It's nice to say. If a woman says it, it sounds very intriguing. But you have, most of them haven't experienced it though. You ain't gonna stay for the teaching, Lego? I was just on a fine point, and I didn't want to lose it. And bounce around from one thing to another. It's really easy not to get mad. You just feel it. Anger, you imbibe in it. It nothing can make you angry, even if you go punch someone in the face. Now, I don't recommend doing that. Even if you start a protest, you can do it without anger. Anger is something you imbibe. I don't feel anger. I haven't felt anger in 11 years now. 11 years I haven't been angry for 1 second. Even people tried fighting me. It's not that I had to like resist and revolt. I just didn't feel it. I felt something else, which is our core being. It's always there. And where does anger come from? It comes from the outside of you, but it comes about a thought. So think of any time you get angry, you become muffled in your head. Oh, this is making me so angry. Someone left something on the floor. Donald Trump did this. There's dog poop on my lawn. I spilled something on my shirt. I spilt milk on the floor. This stuff doesn't anger you. You let it become angry. People don't have patience. You can see it all over YouTube. All over YouTube, people don't have patience. Even most spiritual teachers, they're full of shit. You can evidently see. So it doesn't matter what happens in your life. Your house could burn down. And it's not that you don't take action, because if a dog keeps shitting on your lawn, you can go and find the person and be like, "Hey, are you going to do something about this?" And if they don't, if they argue with you or be angry, you don't be angry, but you do something about the situation. I don't know if the story of Jesus has this, but the story of baby Krishna from from the Indian scriptures, the Indian Bible, baby Krishna, and this is all in most religions, he goes and defeats dragons. He defeats monsters. But he doesn't do it out of anger. He does it out of happiness, love. It wasn't his first go-to. I don't think they have something like this in the Jesus biblical Bible. But baby Krishna, he just defeats all these monsters. After he defeats them, he's not talking about them. He's not letting it get to him. He did it out of happiness, not because he was angry. So, one more time, anger, you imbibe it. You create the feeling. We are a generator, and we create how we feel. When we feel sad, we have a thought about someone dying, someone's hurt, someone's sick, and then we become the thought. We become the feeling. Oh, I'm sad. I'm thinking about this baby that's very sick and it's dying, and there's babies all around the world that are dying every second. So everybody in that case, in that regard, should be crying and sad. Everybody. Because there's people dying every day. Oh, you care that your grandma died, but you don't care about the other person in India whose whole family passed away in one day. Where's your logic? Where does it start? And what's the limit? You care about, oh, if your child's okay, but what about your next door neighbor's child? What about all the childs in Africa? You don't give a shit. You don't even think about it. The ones that think about childs the most are mothers. See, God's blessing, Him, He's emanating inside of us. This whole world, what we see externally, it's an illusion. He made this game. Indian gurus, they're full of shit. Not because they're bad, because they like to giggle around. In America, the people who we don't our spirituality's dead. And the people that do teach spirituality, they're labeled as something else. Socrates, they label them as philosophers, writers. They label it as science. Science calls love dark energy, dark matter. Bullshit. They don't know what dark matter is. That's just a name they put to something. Parallel Krishna defeating demons. Jesus fasted 40 days. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's symbology. It's just symbology in a whole nother realm. Yeah, that's a very good point. I don't know the whole story of Jesus, and it's missing half the story with him. And the same with, I don't know the whole thing of anything. Really. I do know God, and it's not knowledge. It's not because I say we all are one. My thoughts just stop thinking, and I also had this overwhelming feeling. I felt it. And everybody feels God all the time, especially when you go to deep sleep. Who is yourself in your deep sleep? If you ever recall any of your dreams, you're not thinking, my favorite color is purple. You're not thinking of anything in your dreams. You have no personality. In your dreams, you are kind of like floating above yourself. But if you recall your dreams, any one of them, even the nightmares, did you ever have a thought like you do when you're awake in your dreams? We will be posting this live simultaneously right after. It's been very juicy. Yes, my brother, I'm the one who thinks you're Jesus. It doesn't matter what Jesus looks like, because there's a bunch of people that look like Jesus in today's world and just historically in the past. What we remember him is not what he looks like. It's just a feeling. The whole Bible and our whole existence is to feel this love. And as I was just going off a second ago, we all have no thoughts. We all meet with God in our sleep, as we just went over. And there are breaks between our thinking. We just aren't aware. So whenever we stop thinking, our energy shoots up. This is what they call Jacob's ladder. In the Bible, they call it many things. But once you stop thinking, oh, wow, you become with God. You feel free. People complain about their thoughts. Almost everybody does. Because your thoughts are slavery. They are chains. Thank you. My phone died. We're going to continue on. I usually go for an hour. And we're coming up on 40 minutes. So I have to hold this. The the charger is plugged in. And I appreciate that, Baker. I hope you find everlasting happiness. Everlasting happiness, what you're truly searching for eternity, is this happiness. That's what everyone wants. Right? You can't be mad while you're happy. You you can't. If you're happy, you'll do anything. If you're mad, evil, pessimistic, you're not going to listen to anybody. You're not going to give a shit. And you definitely aren't going to help the world. It's all about you. You're not going to do anything and everything when you're angry, pessimistic. You're not going to want to do anything. You're going to want to argue. About 95% of people in my life, just neighbors, people who I see, 95% of people that I see every day, they're not happy. And they complain. I'm happy. So it doesn't matter about what's going on around me. Who has to say something about me? They're angry, so they reflect that. They push it outwards. If you're angry, everybody around you is going to feel it. The reason why some people don't, because they're stupid. So when you're happy, you will do anything. You will go play with stones and sticks. People love being a child. A child is with God. Everybody wants to be a child because God is like a child. A child is just always having fun. He's playing with sticks and stones. Yes, you can fly. You go outside your body and you fly every night. The background. It's only dangerous because you make it sound that way. Because you're calling it. But that's exactly it. He's in the background. We have thoughts about this. Uh, if we really have a problem in our life, then we are going to change it. Did you ever notice people who complain or they have hatred? They're always doing the same thing. They're never making a change. So, like Awakening for Everyone just said, if you don't accept what's going on, then you have to make a change. So, angry people never make a change. And the successful people, happy people, as long as you still want to learn, then you still want to do something. You want to change. You don't want to. If a sad person, let's say they're sad all their life, but they want to learn how to not to be sad anymore. Well, now they have the opportunity. They're doing something about it. I can already tell you, someone who complains, it's always 99% the same scenario. They sit on their ass all day. I don't care if you sit on your ass. I don't. But if you're going to hate your life and complain, well, then you got to do something. All these people do is sit on their ass all day. You're not going to have perfect health. And even a woman, she thinks she's just going to flaunt you with all her looks all her life. But if she doesn't take care of herself and exercise and move around and maybe eat healthy food, then is she going to look good for all of her life? Maybe her thoughts will flaunt and tell herself, "Oh, I still look good. I'm 60 years old and I just think I look the best." You can think that. The outside may not get the same reaction. Yeah. Nice to see you fishing. Nice to see you, Matt the Visionary. Yeah. The people who are happy, they do stuff with their lives. Happy is the best state to be in. You want to do things. But when you're angry, you don't want to listen to anybody. You don't you don't want to do anything. And then you keep getting angry and angry. Well, how are you going to escape it? No one wants to feel angry. Everyone wants happiness, love, but are they actually making an accusation? Are they actually treading for it? My phone just died, so I came back on live. We're about 49 minutes in. It's been action packed. Yeah, I it doesn't let me type into the comments. YouTube doesn't make sense. And yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, you know how many people give up their high paying jobs and rich lifestyles and then they finally find happiness? They find God. They get their health back. And they might find a better job. They might go live a whole different life. Yeah, and I don't know why YouTube is, I feel like it doesn't show some people. And I'm sorry it didn't show you. But yeah, I'm just over like, Gunner Fisherman, I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about that message that was homosexuality, yeah, there was nothing to respond to. And I'm not dealing with anybody's shit. So if you're gonna come here and say shit one more time, you're gonna be out of here. We've already talked about this. and I will be dealing with no one's shit, as I always do, but not with the lives. Because I told you last time in the live that I might have not got your email, or you might have just typed it in wrong. But that's just a general with anybody. How can we be homosexual together? Well, I didn't know you were a woman. But you know, people do send me crazy stuff. And we talked about this last time too. Sometimes people's emails just don't send. But you can see the comments on my videos. Not that it really matters, but people are always saying bizarre things. But I was just saying, like, in general. Uh, Sometimes yeah. But I don't ignore anybody's email, so I don't know what made you say that. Yeah. We're gonna be in here for a couple more minutes. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube has a bunch of things that I feel like it's not just YouTube. I feel like it's the whole world, but they have things they can fix, but they don't fix it on purpose. And this can be seen in companies. This can be seen, I mean, I've seen it firsthand so many multiple times. And just also, even with video games, I just know from experience, from simply playing video games, when I used to play them when I was younger, they were super fun. Mario Kart, so fun, original, and all these other games like that are coming out now, they're just they're just shit. And I feel like they're not. People can make good games. Our technology has gotten better, but the games have got worse. Okay, so you were that email that you're saying that I just said gone Fisherin. You said you loved his Willie and his vids. Was that the email that you sent me? Because at the end of the day, there's so many trolls online. And that is exactly what I was talking about. What's going on, Rodrigo? We're about to be getting out of here in a couple minutes. God bless everybody. This live will be posted immediately after I'm done. I've been doing my lives a little bit different, and it's been action packed. And I'm so thankful to be here with all you guys. When I'm in service, I feel like I'm with God even more. So that is technically why I love being here with you guys. In this year, we're going to be taking it to the next level. I'm going to be doing stuff in person this year all around the world. I appreciate you, Gone Fisherin. I'm not sure how to say your name. In Mario Kart, yeah, it was just a really good game. Like, so it was like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Tony Hawk Underground. I mean, I'm so glad for Matt the Visionary to making the changes in his life. And he's going to be in awe of all the things that are going to happen to his benefit. We're about to leave, but I'm going to make one last statement. See, when we talk about risking it all, whether you want to risk it all for God, but let's say you don't believe in him, and that's fine. I agree with you. I feel it. So just believing it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make sense. But whether you want to risk it all for God or for happiness, you can pick. They're the same thing. But when we think about risking something, we think about it. Oh, well, I have a house, a nice house. I have a job, a good job. My life's not too bad, but I have suffering and I have problems. I've always had them. You have some money saved up. Oh, but there's a risk. Oh, I might lose it all. You don't understand what a risk is. A risk is something that you want. You don't care what you have. It's all about what you want. It is the risk. It is what you want. It doesn't matter what you're giving, what you're risking. It has nothing to do about risking it. If you have $10,000, but you want $100,000, you don't care about $10,000. You want the $100,000. And even if you don't win, if let's say we're gambling $10,000, I lost it. You didn't lose it. That's just the way you're describing it. Because you ultimately always win. Risking it is the way to go. That's what makes it worth it. You're always in God's favor. He's always teaching us lessons. Let's say we're happy. I have $10,000. I'm gambling it. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you want something. It's worth it. Then you lose it. Oh, I'm angry. I can't believe I did this. Ah. No, no, no. It was for your benefit. It was worth it. It's the same thing going to talk to a female. Vice versa. It doesn't matter if you're a female wanting to talk to a guy. So the whole point is of these little two stories, if you're sad, angry, or you're suffering, you have to risk it. There is only a risk. It doesn't matter what you had or what you have. Lulu. I like that name. And I'm about to end this live. That's why I didn't get to answer everybody's stuff. In a Chick-fil-A style. Do what makes you happy. I appreciate all you guys. And may you find love. Love doesn't come from outside of us. And even if it does, we feel it with our love. It comes from inside. Search till you feel this. And when you feel this, you won't be thinking about it. But then eventually you will think about it. Oh, how do I go back to that? What was it? It's just a sensation of our thoughts. And we're just in tune, which is just feeling what keeps us alive. If you send me another email, I will email you back. And just know our true essence. Whenever we feel something, we just look back inside of ourselves. Thank you all.